Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday night. This is the Cultural Confederacy. And this week I didn't know what to post, so I've been following this Gabby Petito story. Enjoying my coffee and my pipe tonight. Just thought I'd come here and do somewhat of a hybrid video. So I got to say thank you to everybody who's supporting the series. This thing we call the Cultural Confederacy. It's a lot of fun to do these videos. And if you like the video of the series, please click that like button, subscribe. Hit me up on Instagram at hashtag JasonComposes. Leave comments below. And now you can reach me at Twitter, Cultural Confederacy at Twitter. Smoking my corncob pipe. Enjoying a this and that blend. All pipe smokers have either a mystery blend or a God only knows blend where you throw everything into a tin and let it sit there for several months, or in a mason jar, let it sit there for several months. So that's what I'm smoking tonight. It smells really nice in here, it really does. Like cherries and coffee and vanilla. Almost makes me hungry. But I want to talk to you about the Gabby Petito case. Because as more facts are coming out, the more interesting this case becomes. And I'm really scratching my head on this Brian Laundrie character. And I love John Walsh, because John Walsh, with America's Most Wanted, he calls the Laundrie family the Dirty Laundries. I just get a kick out of that, the Dirty Laundries. That is great. That's perfect. So here is the update on the case. Apparently, once Brian got back, and he arrived back in Florida on September 1st, the family, the Laundries, went on a 3-day camping trip, according to neighbors. Took a camper with them. Well, when they got back, I guess a few days later, Brian took his Ford Mustang out to the Carlton Reserve, I believe it's called. Or maybe it's the Carlton, I can't remember exactly, but it's a reserve near Sarasota, I believe. And he took the Ford Mustang out there. And then his parents hadn't heard from him. They went to retrieve the Ford Mustang. And then I guess they filed a missing persons report on Brian. And their lawyer, it's really strange, their lawyer is putting out all these statements, generic statements like, oh, may Gabby rest in peace. Please help us find Brian. So this definitely shows that the Laundrie family is trying to CYA on this Brian Laundrie fella. Now, they've posted a video of his bedroom. And this is really strange. If you're a guy out there, you know this. Okay? Us guys, we aren't necessarily the most tidy people in the world. I mean, we'll keep our apartments and our bedrooms straight, okay? We'll make our bed and that sort of thing. But at least a bedroom should look lived in. That's not the case with this photo that the FBI released. His bedroom, Brian's bedroom, looks like something that they staged for a real estate listing. It's just incredible. Like the bed's not slept in. Everything's all neat and tucked away. The shelves aren't even a wreck. I mean, not one book is out of place. And they said that he was into these dark novels, I guess, where the female character was killed off in the novel. I mean, big deal. You find that in murder mysteries all the time. But it just some of the things in this case don't make any sense. And I keep going back to this scenario. This is what I think really happened. I think that Gabby and Brian got into an argument in the Spread Creek area, this campground. And before that happened, on that same day, on August 27th, there was a couple, this was, I believe, on Fox News, who had spotted the couple, Gabby and Brian, in a restaurant, very famous, a popular Tex-Mex restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And apparently Brian was arguing with the waitstaff, I think with the manager as well, over the cost of the bill. I think it was like, might have been like $60, $70 or something for the meal. So he's arguing with them, made a huge scene, arguing with them over the bill. Pardon me. And so people got a glimpse into his personality in that situation. But I think what happened ultimately is that they went back to this Spread Creek campground, got into a fight in the van along the way, stopped somewhere because the argument had gotten pretty heated, got out of the van, got into a shoving match. He pushed a little too hard. She fell. Bryce struck her head and died instantly. That's what I think happened. Then he got scared. Then he posed as a hitchhiker. Then about 2 days later, he was given a ride back to where the van was. But for all those of you who have been calling into John Walsh's show or giving the FBI tips, kudos. I'm just going to say this from the outset. If you know anything, please, by all means, call the FBI, call law enforcement, do your part, do your civil duty, so we can get to the bottom of this. And I don't know about you, but it's been a really slow news day today. And everybody else have this feeling out there like it's just not, I don't know, there's like a certain unease in the air. I don't know if it's the changing of the seasons or because we just had a full moon, but maybe it's because we're waiting to find out where this Brian Laundrie guy is. I'll tell you what I think. I think he did go out to this reserve, and I think he's gator bait. I think he's swamp food. That's what I think. I think this guy either offed himself or he tripped and fell, and he's swimming with the fishes, so to speak. That's what I think happened. I think it's going to be a very slim possibility that we're going to find this guy alive, which will be sad. But the way you can look at that is, well, at least there's one less jerk in the world. I mean, I'm hoping that they do find this guy alive, that he gets tried for this crime, if in fact he is guilty of the crime. You know, people in this country are innocent until proven guilty. That's the way our system is set up. They're not guilty before being proven innocent. They're proven innocent before being guilty. However you want to say it. You know what I mean. I'm just having a good time tonight. Thought I'd turn on the camera, do this video, and just kind of talk to the audience, check in with everybody. Once again, thank you for supporting the series. Like I said, I really didn't have anything to report this week. But the actions of this family, the Laundrie family, it's just really bizarre. So this guy comes back on September 1st without Gabby. I'd like to know how that conversation went. And he probably made up some BS story that they split up, that they called the wedding off. I'm thinking that's probably what he did. Now, I have to admit something here, because I've been thinking about this over the past couple of days. This is how my mind works. If you've seen photos of this guy or the dash cam from Moab, Utah, this guy is lanky. I mean, he is a string bean. Kind of got a big head. So they said that he was slapping this girl around. Now, I've got a question about this. If this incident had taken place where they were going up and down the street, as people claim, outside of this Moonflower Co-op, and he was slapping her around or whatever, why didn't people break this argument or this fight up? I don't understand this. This is something that doesn't add up here. And why didn't the Moab Police Department, why didn't authorities in Moab further investigate this? I mean, they interviewed both Gabby and Brian, but why didn't they, do a little more digging into the situation and, really, I mean, I know they tried to separate the two, but they should have done a little more investigation into this guy's background. And I don't think that this is the first girl that Brian had been with, honestly. I think he had probably been with some other women. And if you're somebody out there who dated this guy and he was somewhat abusive or had some of these odd traits, definitely come forward and say something about it. Said everybody should get together here and do the best that you can to let the authorities know what you know. I mean, I don't know the guy. I don't know where he's at. I couldn't tell you. But I can pick up on certain things when I'm watching the dash cam footage or see clips on TV. Just his mannerisms. He seems like he was a split personality type, very controlling. And once again, if you're in that type of relationship, Get out of that relationship as soon as you can. Get help, because there are services out there that can help you, walk you through the process of getting out of that relationship. Because you deserve better. You do not deserve to be in a toxic relationship. I think these were, I'm going to say kids, but two young people, millennials, that were wide-eyed, young idealists who had different views on where they wanted to go in life. And they just clashed. And things just progressively got worse as their relationship moved on. Or moved forward. So if you enjoyed the video, please click that like. I'll say it once again, please click that like button, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram at hashtag Jason Composes. Leave comments below. Now you can reach me at Twitter, Cultural Confederacy at Twitter. So once again, I thought I'd come here and just say hi to everybody. Hope you're all doing well out there, and hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. Folks, I'm honestly, I have this feeling that this guy is no more. That he is definitely swamp food. I just have that feeling. And the fact that local authorities in Sarasota, whatever, outside or at this reserve, are going through this reserve with a fine-tooth comb over and over again, tells me that they know something they're not letting the public know. They have something on this guy. Now, of course, that's what you want to do in this situation. You want to keep the guy on edge and not let him know that that you've got something on him. So that you can kind of corner this guy and get this suspect. But it seems to me that at this point, if they have not found him by now, that at this point, this guy is he's gone. And I think either he offed himself or tripped and fell and got eaten by a gator. Wouldn't that be awesome? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I should take that back. I take that back. Scratch that from the video. I'm not going to re-edit the video. This is what it is tonight. I just thought I'd turn on the camera and just talk with you guys. So, should I go a little bit further in the video with the video here? I mean, should we just go for another 10 minutes? I mentioned way back that we need somebody to get on YouTube and just ramble for an hour. That's what we need here on YouTube. Someone just ramble on anything they want to talk about for an hour. I wonder how many views that video would get. So I don't want to be too long, and I'll catch you next time. This is the Cultural Confederacy saying, peace out, stay safe, everybody. God bless this great country, and I'll catch you next time.